Well, how do you cut to it?
We're filming.
Oh, I realize that, but you're gonna cut out parts of it.
No, I'm gonna actually just do it just like this. We're gonna just go right into it.
I mean, like, this isn't gonna be on there.
Yeah, this is gonna be on there. I'm gonna keep this actually.
I want you to restart that because you keep saying breakdown, and you're not fucking breaking down 10 times in a row. Restart that.
So, have you ever thought about, I wonder what my life would be like on the railroad while I'm in this relationship, or while I'm married, or while I'm dating, or maybe you're dating somebody new and you're wondering how will a job on a railroad affect that relationship?
Because it will.
And I'm about to break that down for you. So, you're in luck.
Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's Labor Day weekend, and I thought I was going over to mom's house to spend time with the family. But guess what? I just got a phone call. And that reminded me, this is a good point. Maybe I should let you guys know how working for the railroad can affect your relationship or maybe the plans you thought you had. So let's dive right into how the railroad could affect your relationship or your marriage or whatever. So, what do you think? How does the railroad affect you?
You can't plan anything at all. Or you think you can plan it, but your plans are going to change.
Oh, yeah. Actually, when we go places like to the movies, I usually take a separate car because if I get the call,
I don't want to miss the end of the movie.
yeah, and that's kind of lame. So I packed everything I need to go, and then when I get the call, I just head out. That way they can stay and watch the movie. So number one, be prepared. If you're gonna get that call, then you need to have your stuff in the car ready to go so that once you get that call, you can head right out. And if you plan on doing something, that's fine. Go to the mall or go into a movie or some kind of family function. But just know that you could get that call any minute and you have to be ready to go. So be prepared. What else
It's
today?
not a normal schedule. You can get called in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm. Normalcy, availability is what the railroad is all about. So if you think you're gonna be living or working at normal 9 to 5, not gonna happen. You will be living by the phone, or your phone will basically be predicting how your day is gonna go. So have your phone ready, have that ringer up. I actually use her phone number so that if I miss the call, they're gonna call her and she can tell me, hey, they're trying to call you. So yeah, you have to make yourself available at all times.
Including family movie night, like right after you make your popcorn. Might have to run. And then I eat all the
Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah, I guess there is perks. You can have all the popcorn to yourself and it's time to go to work. But it kind of does suck when you're sitting down eating popcorn, you're hanging out with the family, you're watching that good movie, you're about to get to the whole good part of everything, and all of a sudden, you get that phone call saying you have an on duty time to come on in. Yeah, that kind of ruins everything.
And
But
don't plan any trips. Well, you can't plan any trips, at least not for a while.
that's true. Planning around a railroader schedule can be tricky, and you have to be creative on how you want to do that. To take a vacation, you are gonna probably have to have some vacation available. Me being a new hire, I haven't just yet established enough vacation time to actually go on a vacation. So just know that when you guys land that job on the railroad, you might have to wait 6 months, maybe a year, to build up enough vacation to go on that family vacation. So be prepared for that. How else does it affect you, you think?
Well, you can't plan doctor's appointments or anything like that either. Because if you have your appointment and you get called,
That's very true.
so you should schedule 2 appointments. And that way, if you get called on the one, then you can always have the other.
Yes, have a appointment for the appointment, a backup appointment. Um, you know, of course, you're gonna have to go to a doctor sooner or later. You're gonna have to go to the dentist. You might have to go to court. You got a personal life outside of work, and you're gonna have to be creative sometimes onto how to make those appointments when you're working a job that requires you to be on call. Um, so, like she said, you might have to schedule yourself more than one appointment. In case you can't make it to one, you have a fallback appointment. So that is actually that's a very good one. Um, Holidays, birthdays, those could be out the
Kids'
window.
school things.
Yeah, you might miss the kid's first day of school. You might not be able to drop them off or say goodbye because you might be working. On their birthday, just know that you might miss a lot of them. And I'm not trying to sound negative about the railroad. It's just how it is. You cannot think that you're gonna start a job on a railroad brand new and all of a sudden have all the holidays off. You be available for all your kids' birthdays. If you're into their games or their outside sports for school, you might not make every single game. Um, that's just how it is. That could affect your family in the long run because they're going to want you to be available to do these things with them. So just keep that in mind that when you take a job on a railroad, there's sacrifices that you're going to have to make. Yes, you're going to be able to provide for the family, but you're not going to be at every family function. But guess what, guys? Yes, that's what we want.
Okay.
Just kidding. But yeah.
Visitation for your daughter.
Yeah, visitation. Kids. I have kids outside of our relationship, and I have to plan when I can see my daughter. Um, we came up with a pretty good schedule right now. We're doing like a week at a time versus me driving 7 hours and then only spending what a day do we even get to do when we're down there?
About one day when we went to visit her, but now she's coming up for a week, and so she's basically one of the kids, and we just make sure she does everything. Yeah, I have a little one, so 1, 2, it's about the same. But you've been pretty lucky with having some time when she's here.
Mm-hmm. That is very true. Get a schedule for yourself that works with you and your kids. How you're going to visit your kids. If you do have kids outside of your current relationship, figure something out so that this job doesn't get in the way of your visitation with your kids. So I guess I want to say be organized. Organize your life for the railroad. If you're organized, and when I say that is, if you watch the 40 board, which is what I'm working right now, I use a mobile app. I get an idea of when I'm going to work. Like today, for example, I had no idea I would even work today, but it looks like they added a job to the schedule, and I just got that call, and I know I'm about to probably go to work in the next hour. So I have to organize myself to be ready to head out the door when it's time so that I can get there on time. So you got to have your lunch ready, get your clothes ready, get your backpack ready. Don't wait till the last minute to start getting ready. Give yourself time to organize yourself and prepare yourself to head out. So being organized is very important when we're talking about family and relationships and working for the railroad. You guys, you and your partner are just going to have to sync up and have a plan on how you guys want to work things out to make everything work for what's best for everybody. So organization is a huge, huge plus, and you want to definitely organize your life for the railroad. You also hate when like I get that when my phone rings and we're doing something, like if we're watching a movie or we're just hanging out and you hear my phone ring, you pause the TV
Every
and
time I jump, I'm like, was that work? Was that work?
yeah, she gets a little nervous because it's like, oh no, we were having fun and now it looks like you got to go to work. So
And how
just
long are you going to go to work for?
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like if you're working the yard or if you're working road jobs, if I get a call for a road job, all of a sudden now I could be gone for a day or 2 days. You know, all of a sudden you went from being there and hanging out to being gone for 2 days out of the blue. So prepare your family for that situation and be ready to know that you just don't know what you're going to be called for. You know, when you're on that 40 board, you work, you know, what they call mixed service. You're going to work yard jobs and road jobs. And if you work in a road job that gets squeezed in there, all of a sudden now you might be in a hotel. So that could put a damper on some things. So just mentally have yourself prepared to know that you have to be flexible with your life and how you are going to keep everything running while you're gone. I mean, I don't know. Does that work for you?
It works. You just got to be flexible.
Flexibility. So I don't know. I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. Did I miss anything? Anything else you would like to add that a significant other will find helpful in like your situation?
Just get used to going to bed alone sometimes, or waking up alone, or getting up in the middle of the night to help pack a lunch if you get a call in the middle of the night.
Yes, be helpful. When you have a helpful partner, it makes a railroader's life easier. Because if I'm sleeping and I get a call at 3 a.m. and I don't even know where I'm at 3 a.m., I get a phone call, I'm dead out of sleep, and they're telling me to come to work, and I don't know what's even happening. You know, it's good to have that partner to slap you and wake you up and say, hey, I'm going to make you lunch, start getting ready, head out of there. So have someone that's supportive in what you're doing. Support is very important. When you say that support is the key, just supporting that person and what they do.
And flexibility, yep. Being understanding of that.
So support, flexibility, understanding, these things are keys to success for a partner working for the railroad. I actually put myself in a harder situation because I actually moved like an hour away from my terminal, and I only get like an hour and 30 minutes to report. So you will see me scrambling out the door.
That's the word, scrambling. That's about
Yep,
it.
because I don't have a lot of leeway. I have to hit it when it's time to go because, you know, I decided to move a little further away to be with Boo Bear. Yeah, I said that. um, so yeah, you know, if you're in my situation where you live a little further away from your terminal, you're not just right there, then you definitely want to plan things a little better and organize things better so that you have just, 10 minutes to get yourself ready and out the door.
Yeah, if you go for a walk, don't take the long route.
Oh, we learned that. Oh, man, yeah, we went for a nice little hike. The day was great. We're out there. We're an hour into it, out in the woods somewhere. And I got a call like, oh, you got an on-duty call. You need to be here. We had to
book it back.
Man, I had to basically jog back to the house, get my stuff ready, and head out. So I learned not to do things that you're committing yourself in a situation where you may not be able to get to work on time. And you're going to learn as you go. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Just realize that if you decide to take a job with the railroad, it is not the end of the world for you and your family. It is, all the myths are not true. You could definitely make room to be there for your family. I'm actually here quite a bit, right? I mean,
yeah. She
probably gets sick of looking at me and can't wait till I do go back to work half the time. So it's not like your life is over when you're on the railroad. I mean, if you're working in the yard, you have a normal life. You're going to have normal work hours. You're going to be able to do plenty of things with your family. But the key word, you guys, is availability. Make yourself available to go to work when you get that call, because that's what the railroad is all about, is availability. And that's what you were hired for, and that's what you signed on for. So prepare to miss the holidays, birthdays, family events. You're going to miss some of them. You might not miss all, but just know that that is a big possibility. That's everything, right? Am I missing something? I don't know. We good?
I'll let you know later.
Okay. She's going to let me know. So, if you guys like this video, go ahead, hit that like button. If you want me to have more videos with my significant other and discuss more topics like this, let me know that. Please share this video with other people you think this could be helpful to, that are thinking about working on a railroad and they have a family or something. Yeah, spread this video around. Give us some love. Hit that notification bell right there so that you guys will be notified when my next video comes out. Also, question of the day for the comment winner. Oh yeah, and congratulations to the comment winner, Skill Joe 55. Question of the day for you guys is, are you currently working for the railroad, and how does it affect your family? Or what do you do to make your life easier while working on the railroad? So leave that in the comment section, and I will pick a winner, and that comment will be featured in my next video. Until then, I guess I'll see you on the rails. Peace.